Hello, welcome to my channel. This is my first video that I have ever made for YouTube, so it may be a little not so great at first, but hopefully with some practice I will get a little better at it. So my name is Melissa, and I have decided to document my weight loss journey. So a little bit of background about my weight. I have always struggled with my weight ever since I was a child. Always been heavier. So I've always kind of struggled with it. I've always gone up and down. You know, did diets or did Slim Fast, or I never really tried anything like Jenny Craig or Weight Watchers. But I even took diet pills as like a teenager. Yeah, so tried all that and didn't work. Well, it would work and I would just gain the weight back, and usually a little more than what I'd actually lost. So I made a little list of things to talk about. So I decided to look into weight loss surgery, and I actually went through the process about 4 years ago, maybe closer to 5 now. Went through the whole entire process, through everything that they require you to do with the surgeon that I chose, and all I had to have was a surgery date, and I didn't do it. I just wasn't ready. I wasn't ready mentally. I wanted to make sure that I had, you know, done everything that I could do to do it on my own. And as you can see, I failed miserably at that, right? Excuse me. So, a couple of months ago, I started like telling myself, you know, I really wish I would have gotten the surgery done. You know, I really regret not doing the surgery back then. And I said this several times, and one day it was like a light bulb, and it was like, well, you can do the surgery now. You don't have to wait any longer. You can do the surgery now. So I said, okay. So I started looking at YouTube videos. I've been into YouTube videos for a while now. I like a lot of the like cleaning and the you know, tips, things of that nature. So I said, I wonder if there's any videos on weight loss surgery. Of course there is. There's channels for everything on YouTube. So I started watching a couple people's, found some that I really like, and that I have already taken some things from, and some ways of thinking, and you know, along those lines. I haven't searched a whole lot, but a lot of the ones that I saw kind of start at like the pre-op, like, you know, like a week before, 2 weeks before. And I really wanted to, for me, to document my whole journey. Literally from when I made the decision to move forward with weight loss surgery again, and everything that comes along with it before then. So I have decided to start now and kind of document my process all the way through. It really is a good resource for me to be able to look back, you know, in a year or 2 years, or, you know, however long, and kind of see where I came from and what my mentality was at the time, things I was struggling with, you know, things of that nature. And if it can help someone else, or if someone else can give feedback to me that can help me, then I think it's a great thing. And I think social media, there's a lot of negatives about it. A lot of, people are just going to be negative. But there are a lot of positives. There is a whole group of people and a whole network of people that you would never have had the opportunity to come in contact with without social media. So I'm pretty excited about starting my channel, and we'll just kind of see where it goes. Yeah, so today is June the 20th, 2018. And the way my surgeon's office works is you do an initial seminar, and you can do the seminar in person or you can do the seminar online. So normally I would do everything in person because I'm just an in-person type of person, but I'd already been to the seminar 5 years ago. It was probably a little bit different maybe. For the most part, it's the same content. They kind of give you some statistics about obesity, and how it's growing in adults and children. They tell you about the surgeries. So my office does 3 different surgeries. They do the vertical sleeve gastrectomy. They do the Roux-en-Y, the gastric bypass, and they also do the duodenal switch, the DS. And they're kind of that order of invasiveness, I guess you could say, or effectiveness. So I haven't really decided. I will either do the switch, or the sleeve, or the Roux-en-Y, one of those. We'll kind of see. It's something I want to talk to my surgeon about for sure and discuss a couple things. Obviously with any sort of rapid weight loss, you're going to have things like excess skin. And I want to make sure, I'm a pretty picky eater, so it already takes a lot for me to eat healthy anyways, which has always been one of my problems why I haven't done well with weight loss. And so, malabsorption's an issue, that sort of thing. So just some things I want to talk to my surgeon about. But you have to do the seminar first before you can make your first initial group nutritional appointment. And so I did that. I went ahead and did the online portion. And I called yesterday and set up my first visit with the nutritionist. And that is next Wednesday, June the 27th. So I'll try to do a video after that at some point to kind of update what I learned and the resources I was given in that particular class. So with the office I'm choosing to go with, I know a lot of offices are different, which is why I kind of wanted to share the process that my office that I chose to go with does. So you have nutritional visits and a certain number that you're required to attend. I think it's 6, but I'll find out for sure next Wednesday. And you have to attend those particular number of visits. You have to do a sleep study, which I'm hoping mine still is okay. I don't want to do that again. I don't have sleep apnea. I didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. And then you have to do a EGD or endoscopy. You have a gallbladder ultrasound. So you do that, and then you have a site visit. So you have to be cleared by site that you're good to. Several different things. It's a little bit of a process. Some don't like it because they want it like now. But the patient education at this practice is amazing. It's just their dietitians are wonderful, their surgeons are wonderful, their nurses are wonderful, their staff is great. It's it's a good, really a good group. And I'm a little partial because I actually worked for their parent company, which are a lot of general surgeons, breast surgeons, things of that nature. Still do kind of casual, but they really, really are. They're really great. So I'm excited to get back and get into the swing of things and start kind of learning from there. So, but yeah, so, and I do have my first visit with my surgeon scheduled too. It's at the end of July. So that's a little ways out. They go ahead and schedule that too because it's so, you know, they see so many patients. So that's good. So I'll tell you kind of my stats because that seems to be something that a lot of people kind of do as well. Probably won't update them again until pre-op, before I start the pre-op process, because I have a feeling it's probably going to be close to the same. Maybe a little bit of fluctuation because they do want you to go ahead and try to like start eating well, but we'll see how that goes. But I'll go ahead and tell you now, and if anyone wants to know or they need to be updated, I'll update it as I go. So I'm 35 years old, and I am between 5'1" and 5'2", so fairly short. And my highest and current weight is 248 pounds. So I have quite a bit of weight to lose. One thing I saw on another channel, and forgive me because I can't remember your name, but I know it's like VSG and PSA, I think. I'm so sorry that I can't remember your name, but I'm following you. So, but she talked about her goal of a number. So, you know, the recommended weight for me is like 100 and, I don't know, like 25 pounds or 28 pounds. Didn't quite look it up, but it's low. Like, I don't know that I've ever weighed that amount except for when I was a young child, and I was overweight at that point. So, but a healthy BMI, and we're around the same height. Me and her are around the same height. So a healthy BMI was like, to be a 24.9, to be in the normal range, was like 100 and, I think, like she said, like 138 pounds. So her goal wasn't to get to a certain number as a weight, but it was just to get to a healthy BMI. And that was like a light bulb for me, almost. Like, you know, my whole entire life has always been about the number. You know, whatever the number says on the scale, that's what it's about. And to now change that mindset and say it's about the BMI and being a healthy BMI, it just really put things in a different perspective for me. So I really enjoyed that, and I commented on her post and told her that I really, really like that. So I hope that she gets a chance to see this. But so thank you for letting me borrow that. You should check out her channel if you don't already follow. But yeah, so that's kind of where I am. There are several different videos that I would like to do kind of throughout the process, and not only sharing the things that I've learned within the class and whatnot, but also just kind of, you know, some videos about the struggles, you know, like the addiction to food, and, you know, why I am 248 pounds, and you know, things like that. So we'll see if anyone has any. I know at this point it's my first video. I don't even have one follower yet, but once I get some, if you have anything that you care for me to share, or, you know, any suggestions at all, if you're a current you know, YouTuber, and you have your own channel and you're successful at it, and you think, oh, this was something good that I talked about on mine, you know, you should talk about it on yours, you know, something like that, then that would be very helpful. So I'm really excited, honestly. Like, I've been wanting to have a channel for a while and wasn't really sure exactly what to do. There's some other avenues in my life that are kind of happening right now, and I'll talk about those at a later time. But you know, so I've really just kind of been trying to figure out something, and I think this is it for now. You never know, you can have more than one channel, but for now I think this is a really great start for me. So but I look forward. I have two cats. I wish you could see this little boy right here. Let me see if you can see him. That is my little handsome Felix there. Say hey. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, so thank you for watching me, and if you like this video or you want to see more or think you might be interested, just hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you soon. Bye.